Hey YouTube, Mike Romeo from Popular Live Games here, bringing you a kind of excellent deck profile from YCS Columbus. What's your name? What you play, buddy?
Brent Applequist, and I played Raidraptors.
Raidraptors? What made you want to play Raidraptors?
Because Alti Falcon says, get some.
What was your record today?
4-1-3. And if it wasn't due to time, it'd be 6-1-1.
Alright, let's get to it.
Alright. So basically,
Waiting for the comments on the chair.
main monsters you play. 3 Tribute Lanius. Use the Foolish Burial, send a Raidraptor card from the deck to the graveyard.
Well, flip these around.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. His second effect, if he destroys a monster by battle during the main phase 2, you can add a quick play rank up from your deck to your hand. The next monster we run are 3 copies of Mimicry Lanius. He's another searcher. Basically, he's the person you want to ditch with Tribute Lanius. His effect, when he's normal summoned, increases all Raidraptor levels by 1. The turn he's sent to the graveyard, you can banish it and add a Raidraptor card from the deck to the hand, which is any card. Doesn't have to be a monster, it can be a spell or a trap, so he's pretty decent. The next main monster we run are... Should have had this all set up before I did this.
Sorry here, fans, having technical difficulties.
Next we run 3 copies of Raidraptor Vanishing Lanius. He's the extra summon, I guess. When he's summoned during any main phase, be it 1 or 2, you can special summon a level 4 or lower Raidraptor from your hand. The next round we run is 3 copies of Fuzzy-Anus, or Fuzzy-Lanus.
Fuzzy-Anus, okay.
His effect is if you control a Raidraptor, you can special summon him from the hand, and when he's sent to the graveyard, you can add a copy of him to your hand.
Okay.
And then the last Raidraptor monster we run is the MVP of the deck, which is 3 copies of Blastrix. This nifty little guy, he tributes himself to special summon a Raidraptor Exceed from the extra deck.
Okay.
Its effect's negated, it gets sent back during the end phase. His other effect is if a Raidraptor monster battles, you can special summon him from the hand, and you gain 100 life points for each spell and trap on the field and in the graveyard.
Okay.
And he's mainly your, well, part of the 2-card combo for the big chicken. But that does it for the Raidraptor monsters. Only 15, not really big. And then hand traps. Get these all sorted.
Goddamn, Brett.
I know, right? We got 2 copies of Ash Blossom, 2 copies of Effect Veiler, and 2 copies of Ogre.
All self-explanatory.
Yep, just, you know, good hand traps.
Yep.
That does it for the monsters. On to the spells. We run... Oh, it's not prepared. We run 1 copy of Monster Reborn because
it's Reborn.
Monster Reborn. We run 2 copies of Desires because Pot of Greed isn't a thing anymore.
Yep.
We run 1 copy of 1-for-1 to get our last tricks out faster. We run 1 Regeki because it's Regeki. We run 1 Nest, which you can opt to run 2, which I've been doing for the longest time, but nobody really bothers it, so I found out 1's good enough.
Okay.
But basically a Nest is if you control 2 or more Raidraptors, you can add a Raidraptor monster from the deck or graveyard back to your hand.
Okay.
So it's really good for recycling. We run 2 copies of Cattle Call,
Okay.
which is an interesting card. Basically, you tribute a monster, special summon one from the extra deck of the same type. Its effects negated, gets destroyed during the end phase. This is another combo to get out the Mega Ultra Chicken.
Okay.
And then the last of the spells is 3 rank up Skip Force, which is basically a rank up for Raidraptors only. Ranks it up by 2, and its other effect is if it's in the graveyard, you can banish it and another Raidraptor to special summon a Raidraptor Exceed from your graveyard.
Okay.
And then last, we run 3 copies of Astral Force, which is just more rank up to help you get out your chicken faster.
All right.
And that should do it for the spells. And on to the traps.
Okay.
We run 3 copies of Raidraptor Readiness because it's like the greatest trap in the world. When you activate it, Raidraptors can't be destroyed by battle, and its second effect is really sweet. If you have a Raidraptor in your graveyard, you can banish this card and you take no damage for the rest of the turn.
Okay.
So it's really good for the time calls and people who like to burn you in OTK. And then the last traps, which I just added today, which are 2 Storming and a regular Mirror Force. Because, you know, nobody ever sees them coming.
Okay.
Alright, and that's it for the main deck.
All right. Let's go on to the extras. Everybody wants to see the big chicken.
Yes, yes, the big chicken, the spicy, spicy extra deck. We run 2 copies of Force Strix.
Yep.
If you're not playing the secrets, you should not be playing this deck.
You hear it here, folks. Play the secrets or don't play at all.
Exactly. Then we run 1 copy of Exoton Knight because he's a thing again. We run 1 Utopia, 1 Utopia Ray,
Yep.
1 Utopia Lightning.
Okay.
And the main reason we run the Utopia package is for Zexal because
Rank
you
up.
can bring her up with 4 to 5 materials attached to her, and yeah, your opponent kind of just cries. Next, we run 2 satellite cannons, which is the main thing you go into before you use your rank ups. And then for the last of the Exceeds is 2 Mega Ultra Chickens, which is just one of the best boss monsters in the game. People can argue about it, but for $2, can't beat it.
Okay.
And on to the links. Links are kind of random. We got 1 Unicorn because it's the best nightmare.
Okay.
We got 1 Saruja because the draw 4 is great.
Okay.
We got 1 Borrelord because he's Borrelord.
Lord.
And we got Borosword because he says fuck everything.
Alright, let's go for the side real quick.
Oh yeah, the side. The side's just, I don't know, personal preference, but it kind of worked out well. 3 rivalries. If I had 3 Gozens, if I could find them, they'd be Gozens. We got 2 evenly matched.
Yep.
We got 2 Iron Walls because people like to banish stuff. 2 anti-spells because it shits on Sky Strikers and Pendulums. Also, Ulti Falcons shits on Sky Strikers. Just want to throw that out there. 2 Heavy Storm Dusters because they're better than Twin Twisters technically. 2 Gamecill because
It's Gamecill.
it's Gamecill. And then 2 Call by the Graves because hand traps are still a thing.
Alright.